Right, how's that? Is that working? You alright, guys? Now then. We're actually starting the video again because I found out that I can't film it when I'm sitting in my chair. So I'm sitting on my toolbox. And basically, it's about how I'm using my 511 patrol bag. Yeah? Now, this is it here. 511 patrol bag. Bloody good make. Really strong. Full of pockets. Loads of more like strapping so you can attach things to it. And I use it for when I'm in the woods. Like if I'm taking down trees, if I'm making fences, whatever I'm doing, the tools that I need, I carry in this bag. Now, it's only a recent thing. I used to carry them. Where'd that go? I used to carry them, my tools, that is, knives and axes, in this regatta bag, which is a good bag, yeah, but it can only take a certain amount of weight, and it was starting to like tear and rip, so I thought, whoa, I better use me stronger bag. Anyway, the other day I had to take an ash tree stump out by hand, dig it out. Man, oh, what a nightmare. I wish I had the photos to show you, but oh, what a nightmare. And I was using like the usual tools that I take, and I thought, oh, I could really do with me tank. Now, when I say me tank, I don't mean one of the things with a big gun on the front of it. My tank is a British Army issue survival knife. It's this thing here. Yeah, it is one hell of a massive chopping knife. You can chop through anything with this thing. Yeah, it's a survival knife. You could cut through a bleeding car, I reckon. Now look at it there, yeah? So, massive thick spine. There's all the numbers on it. You can buy these relatively cheaply. I think they're between 60 and 150 quid, or at least they were. Andy, I'll get you his email address, but he won't flogs them. I've had to modify the handle. I've put bootlace, like brown leather bootlace on there. Stuck it all down with super glue because my hands are, you know, I need something to grab hold of. And if you're wondering about the red stuff, that's so when I've left it on the floor, I can turn around and think, oh, there it is. I can find the bleeding thing. But this will hack through anything. It will dig. You can do whatever you want with this. Yeah. You can't make feather sticks with it. You can't. So there, I was a bit of a imitation. But this is my tank. I call it the tank because that's what it is. I mean, I've broken bricks in half with it. I've taken down fir trees with it. I've done all sorts of ruddy things. But I needed it on this particular day, and I didn't have it, and I thought, man, like because this is heavy and all the other stuff's heavy, I couldn't put it in my regatta bag. But it's in its sheath on the side now. On there, I've got like a little elastic pull to keep it there, and of course all the ties. The sheath you get is like a nylon sheath, and there's a tiny little pocket at the front. I don't know if you can see it, guys. But all I've put in there is a tiny little plastic box, and I've got loads of fire starting stuff, lighters, cotton wool with Vaseline, stuff like that. And at the bottom, I have got a multi-tool, which is the Leatherman Sidekick. Yeah, bleeding good tool this. Now you've got to bear in mind, guys, and this is the disclaimer: fixed blade knife, locking blade, they're all technically illegal unless you've got a justifiable cause to be carrying it. And working in doing woodland work and stuff like I'm doing will justify doing that. Walking around the streets, etc, 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 you're asking for trouble. Don't do it, guys, don't do it. I've also got in here a little blade sharpener. Yeah, so that's all within the sheath of what I call my tank. British Army survival knife, attached to my 511 patrol bag. Right, what else have we got? This is a mattock. Alright, it's a small hand. I'm going to be better off sitting over there anyway. Right, it's it's a small digging hand tool. Yeah, if you've got one of these trenching tools, you know, like US or British Army entrenching tool, then you can turn the shovel head at that angle so you can chip in, all right? Works really, really well. The only thing is because of the ground I was working on, the head come off twice. So what I've done over this weekend, I don't know if you can see it, there we are, I've reinforced it like with a load of nails, and I've swelled the wood up by leaving it in a bucket of water for a bit, just to make it nice and firm and strong. But these things are brilliant. These are brilliant. Like I say, if I haven't got this, then I'll use the tank will dig a hole. But I couldn't get this underneath and between the roots, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, it was hard. It really was so hard. So I really wished I had my tank. Right, little hand mattock. Can't remember where I got that from, but yeah, very useful, very useful. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring your bag and stick it down here. I'm going to set the bleeding table, sorry. Right, bag. You've seen the tank on the side there. That's not coming off unless I want it to. These are water bottle holders, yeah. Inside these little pouches, I've got torches in one, I've got cordage in another. You all know what cordage, you don't need to see all that, do you? This front pouch, I might be able to open it up and it will fall open. I've got this here is my craft knife roll. Yeah, so all my craft knife tools in there. I've got a little tape measure, and in the back here I've got a British Army poncho tarp, which can be used for hundreds of things, including stretchers, all sorts of stuff. So that's all in there in case I get caught out like the rain. There's a couple of carabiners wrapped on the front there. Nothing special. Just a quick little guided tour, guys, yeah. Okay, so side pocket. There's like a little tiny side pocket here, yeah? See, that opens up. In here, that is a sharpening stone. All right, there's two. There's a coarse and a fine oil stone in there. You see it? No, you can't see it, but anyway, it's in there anyway. I've also got this thing, which I've yet to try out properly, but it's a hand auger, yeah, one of them, all right, so you can get Swedish log fires going and stuff like that. And I've got the, I had to make the handle, yeah, to fit in, you twist it around. I did try and use it the other week. It was an absolute cock up, it didn't work. But we'll put that down to operate a malfunction, because I'm pretty sure I weren't using it right. But that's in there as well. Let's shove that in. And it just about goes. Shove it out. Shove that in the hole. I hope the lighting's better for you lads and girls, because I'll just say guys, that's easier, isn't it? All this bleak sexist nonsense. And I've got myself a big light on up there so you can see me. Right, that's that side pouch. My axe. Just a tiny little hand axe. This is from the Bushcraft store, which I think is Tottenham, Edmonton in London. Really good place, the Bushcraft store. Get yourself down and look online. Very, very sharp. I don't tend to use my axe head, this bit, the sharp bit, that often. I've got the BK7, I've got my tank, and I've got a mauler in there for any little cutting I need to do. This I tend to use as a hammer, like using the back, you know. And if I'm taking off some limbs, like some small limbs, I try to keep that like sharp. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I try to do. Right, so that lives in there. There's another little pouch along the side. Like I say, I've got the mauler in there. I can't remember what model this is, but it's what model is it? No, I can't remember. But yeah, it's stainless steel, If you know what model it is, like, do let me know in the comments. I should know, but it's absolutely razor sharp, and I use this for finer work. Like, you know, well, you obviously know what it was for. What else we got here? And I've also got me Laplander saw with a spare blade. So all my sharp things are all easy to handle. I haven't got to keep opening the bag and getting them out. Even though this bag does kind of open out semi clamshell, as they call it, it can be a right pain when you've got to undo the bag, get your hands inside, blah blah blah. Right, so that's the size, that's the hatchet or axe. You've seen the front, you've seen that side, there's torches in there, there's cordage in there. There is, it's like a water bladder pouch in the back, and in there I've got me woodworking books, you know, whittling, woodcraft and stuff like that, so I can sit down and have a little read every now and again. Doesn't tend to happen a lot over the woods because I'm normally really busy, but right, that's that, and I suppose inside, you can't see it now. Right, so I'm just, right, so undo the main zips and it will open out clamshell type, as I say. You see that white? Right, I tend to wear this cutaway denim jacket all the time in the woods. It gives me freedom of movement, like my arms, and I don't sweat like mad because it's like it's an open top. But I do tend to wear it most of the time, whatever the weather. In here, in this top pocket, there's a little tin, and it's got like a first aid kit in it. Yeah, just in case. I mean, I'm playing with sharp things, and I mean, give me a spoon, I'll cut myself. So yeah, I've got a first aid kit in there that I can get to rapidly. I also got one at the main camp, etc. Yeah, you know that. Right, this is my everyday big work knife. This is my BK7, yeah, and as you can see, that has been battered around something chronic. Now this thing is razor sharp, but I don't want to, I mean, you can really batten this and bash it around, but if I'm going to do a lot of really heavy work, I'm going to use the tank. And I was really tempted the other day to use this to dig the roots out, and I thought, nah, don't Dave, don't. But anyway, so that's my BK7. Brilliant knife. I've had that one for quite a few years, beating the hell out of it. There again, because it's separate, I've got a multi-tool Swiss Army knife in there. I've got ferrocerium rods all over the place, so I can get myself a fire going if I want to. This here, this box, camouflage box, that's my knife sharpening setup. So I take that with me and I can sit down and sharpen all my knives at the end of the day. So that's what that's about. Throw that in there. How long has this been going on for? Oh, this has been going on for 14 minutes. That's more than enough. This pouch, thicker cordage. This one, cable ties. This one, empty. And that is basically my 511 bag. So what do you use your 511 for? You be good, you be safe, and you keep smiling. Cheers guys. Bye.